the co-champions of the Mountain West. He is Steve Fisher. Coach, how you doing? And congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir. We are very proud of our accomplishments, and now we're moving on and hoping to add another one as we head to the Mountain West Conference Tournament.
Coach, what's more important in preparing for the NCAA tournament, the regular season or the Mountain West, or all of it?
I think the whole body of work, Dan, is prepares you. But to be honest with you, an 18-game grind to travel to the places that we have to travel to and face all the kind of obstacles that are there, that's what really prepares you. When you get into the Mountain West Conference Tournament, though, it does emulate the NCAA tournament, where it's one and done, and there are no second chances. So you're going to find that there will be a lot of upsets in conference tournaments and teams that move from conference tournaments to NCAA play and have great success. So I guess what I'm saying is they both have importance, but the 18 games to me prepares you better than anything else for tournament play.
Aztec basketball coach Steve Fisher on Corky's Hotline here on San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090. Coach, what was your biggest challenge this year compared to years past with this team?
I think, Dan, what we dealt with this season initially was solidifying the starting lineup. I'm a creature of habit, and normally by the time we break camp and get ready to start the first few games, we have a starting lineup that we're fairly secure with, unless there's a major injury or something. Usually it stays that way. And we've had two changes in the starting lineup, one by necessity, one by choice, that you have to deal with as it goes through. We had a couple of injuries. Matt Shrigley before the season broke his elbow, and then we had the issue with Dwayne Polee that really factored in. December 19th, he went down, did not play again until we went to San Jose. Didn't play the next game and has played the last couple. So that adds to the stress load. We never had a consistent scorer. This is our go-to guy. Not that you have to. And the third thing, we got so used to Xavier Thames running the point that we got spoiled a little bit. So I think a lot of things thrown together and shaking up the pot caused us to be a little inconsistent with our ability to score the ball, really. We defended like crazy, but scoring the ball was an issue, and has been.
Coach, for you, setting goals for your team, how quick do you have to revamp your goal list for your players? I mean, you win the regular season Mountain West, because sometimes dealing with success is one of the hardest things for a coach to have to imply or to have to train his guys. Okay, that's behind us. Here's our next goal. Learning to win. How tough is that to teach these young kids what you're trying to accomplish with the end result is getting to the NCAA Final Four?
I'm going to be honest with you, because we've been good, because we've cut down nets before, it better prepares us to move forward and move on. But we talk about it all the time. You have to learn from the past and move on. History is a great teacher. When you have setbacks, you forgive but don't forget. We've had great success in not going back-to-back with losses, and I think that's the ability of your players to be able to move on, learn from it, but not dwell on it. So I think we've prepared by young guys becoming older guys in the program. We've got 3 fifth-year seniors who've been there, done that, and had success and know what it takes to then turn the page and move forward.
Coach, when you're teaching your kids about success and, like you said, teaching them and talking to them about history, do you talk about all of your experiences going back to your high school days when you're very proud of them? I can tell when you talk about that, your Michigan days, what you've done here, or do you do recent history?
We shake up the pot, and it depends on the moment and the mood, to be honest with you. We do all of the above in the course of a season, though, Dan. We talk about the past. We talk about players that our kids know well. And then I talk about situations and instances that I've been involved in that they know nothing about. But I think what we try to do is give them factual information of life experiences that we've had and how we've had to deal with them.
Steve Fisher, head basketball coach, Aztecs here on San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090. Coach, you talk about you didn't have that one go-to guy this year. Did it take a little longer for you this year to find the identity of your team?
I don't know, Dan. I don't think so. I think the identity of our team has always been and always will be get good people who are athletic, that play exceptionally hard, that hang their hat on defense, and have defense be part of their offense to create that. And we've done that. We've continued to do that. So we've got to. I'll keep coming back. We have to score more points. We had 2 games that we lost. We scored 47 points. You're not going to win when you do that. And we've always been a team that says if we guard, we'll win. If we rebound, we'll win. And we've done that consistently all year, which is why we won 24 games.
Coach, tell me if there's a correlation with this, too. I mean, you go back in the history of some of the great defensive basketball programs. Hell, you can even go to Michigan State for that conversation, too. It is those guys. But the Wisconsins, the Pete Carrill's, Princeton teams, they give up something offensively to really play lockdown-type defense. Is there a correlation to that you rarely see double ends of the floor where, if you're one of those identity teams that you rebound and play lights-out defense, you traditionally don't see a lot of scoring from those programs?
Well, I think you can pick and choose and say this fits exactly what you're saying, Dan. But I think that if you're really, really good, if you've got a great team, then you are good at both ends. You lock them down and you win games 85 to 55 and things of that nature. So I think there are teams out there that are doing that. Obviously, the Kentucky team right now would be a good example, but maybe they should be in a different class when you start talking about that. But there are teams. I think that because now defenses are more sophisticated, we are the 3rd hardest team to shoot on. They do all these statistics now. Teams take longer to get a shot up against us than any team other than 3. And what that does, that gives you fewer possessions to score offensively. So you could be a terrific offensive team, but if another team's taking 25, 27 seconds every time down as an average to shoot, you go from 70 possessions, which is what we used to have, to a tick under 62, which is what we had this year.
Coach, when you look and see all the success you've had, 10 years of 20 or more wins here, and I brought this up the last time we spoke. I mean, I saw your first year here. I think you won 5 ball games. I mean, we did. I think, Coach, you've got to be so proud because it seems to me, too, it's like a different chapter every year for you with your guys. You get guys to want to play for you. And, Coach, I'll say this, and I was thinking about this when we were getting you on. These guys love you, Coach, and that's why they want to win for you. They do. They love you, and that's why they play and they win for you.
What you hope you can have is a group of guys that all have a common goal, and that's the team. And that's the hardest thing, to have them give of themselves and sacrifice to put the team above everything else, minutes, starting, shots, points, all of that. And we've been able to do that because so much of the quality of the young guys we recruited, that's what I'm most proud of. And then you build trust within your team, and it doesn't come automatically. You earn that both ways, and I tell our players that. Trust and respect, so words that you can throw around pretty loosely, but we've talked to that in terms of how you grow that and how it happens. And we talk about the things that the players can control. And I said, you grade yourself, and that's on attitude and effort. I have that's on you. And those are the kinds of things that allow us to be successful. You want them all to like you, but it's important that they have the respect of the program and everyone in it. And I think in time when they leave and come back, they all have a greater awareness and appreciation for the experiences they had when they were here.
Coach, there's no doubt I see why these guys win. It really comes down to the respect they have for you. And the Mountain West will get underway on Wednesday, and our Aztecs will take on the winner of UNLV and Nevada on Thursday. Coach, it's always a privilege to talk with you. Thank you so much for doing this, Coach.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you having me on.